Hi, I'm Natalie Grise with your T Sports Web exclusive. Now, one of the things I've learned since living in Ohio is that no matter what time of year it is, it's never too early or too late to start talking about high school football. So even though there's snow on the ground and it may be February, this week Rios was nice enough to come by the studios and talk to us for a little bit. So Coach Rios, thanks for being here first off.
Thanks for having me.
But you guys kind of stole the show on signing day, getting 2 recruits going to the University of Toledo. So how excited, what's it like for you to have E.J. Tucker and Ray Bush heading on to play with the Rockets?
Just like we tell our kids, for me, that's the best day of the year. For me, it's like Christmas. When you get a chance to see the kids sign their scholarship papers and their families are there and everybody's happy and celebrating, and you don't have anybody yelling at you, questioning your calls that day. So, that's always a great day for us.
Everybody's a winner on signing day.
Absolutely.
And now there's going to be 4 Rams at Toledo. Marshawn Beasley-Pettis and Isaiah Ballard already there. So is there some kind of connection, or what's it like getting the Rogers guys in the midnight blue and gold now?
Well, I think the big thing was Coach Beckman. When he got in there and brought Mike Ward with him, they really had a good connection, relationship with a lot of schools, I think, in Toledo. And they made sure right away that they were going to make their presence known and get after the kids in Toledo and get them offered right away.
I've heard Coach Ward is quite a recruiter, too.
He is tremendous. He was great at Bowling Green, and I tell him it's still hard getting used to him looking in in that midnight blue and gold, but we like it.
Yeah, a lot of people changing there, but we've seen the impact that Eric Page, the quarterback out of Springfield, had at wide receiver as a freshman for Toledo. What do you think guys like Tucker and Bush, do you think that they could come in and have an impact like that too?
I think they can play at a high level. So, them fitting in at Toledo, we're excited because they're close to home. I always tell our kids, if there's a choice and it's one a little bit closer than the other, we always want them a little close so we can see them on Saturdays. But, I think those two can have a big impact on that program.
There you go. Like you said, you can come and stop by the Glass Bowl and see them and see how they're doing. But I know you were recently in Columbus, just got back, in fact, from the North-South meetings. So what's your involvement with the All-Star Game, and how'd you get involved with that?
Well, actually, Doug Pearson had nominated me for Region Coach of the Year. And when I got that, they slid me into coaching in the North-South All-Star Game, which is the first time I've ever done that. And it's already been a lot of fun, a lot of planning going on, and I'm coaching with a couple of old teammates of mine at John Carroll University, so that's been fun, but there's a lot of work to be done before April 23rd.
Sure, and it'll be a reunion with some of the coaches, but you also get one more game to coach EJ.
And, that's going to be special. We get to go out there in the Horseshoe, and and we're excited about that. But if we play April 23rd under the lights at the Horseshoe, that's going to be a special opportunity for him and me.
And night before Ohio State's spring game, so
yes.
There you go. And wanted to ask you, I guess kind of anybody who knows someone who's involved with high school football knows that there's not really an off season. No matter what time of year it is, there's time for weightlifting, conditioning, everything like that. So what do you guys try to do right now at this time of year in February when you've got months before the first game?
Right now is the heavy period for us getting in the weight room. We're really pushing the kids get in the weight room. We got a lot of kids, though, that run indoor track and are playing basketball and doing other things, which is great. But right now, we're hitting the weights pretty hard and getting ready for springtime so we can get out and run a little bit.
Yeah, one of your guys, Damon Powell, lighting up the basketball court these days.
He's something else.
Have you gotten to see him any?
I watch every game, so I'm a big basketball fan. So it's nice to see our Rams doing well on the hardwood.
Yeah, they certainly are. And then wanted to ask you, we talked about some of the guys that you've got going to Toledo now, who are big-time college recruits. Who is the next up-and-coming guy at Rogers?
We've got probably 3 or 4 D1 kids that'll be in the next class,
wow,
too. This is a good class coming up, but Pee Wee Gambrell is the one that everybody's in on, and he's probably going to be at a little higher level than most. Ohio State's already in pretty strong with him, and
wow,
and they think that they're going to offer him sometime soon. So if that happens, that will just open the floodgates for other people recruiting him. So Pee Wee Gambrell, big Felix Fowler, one of our big offensive linemen, and Damon Powell, who's an awfully good football player.
Who's been looking at Damon Powell?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, those 3 are getting a lot of attention.
All right, we'll have to look for him this fall. And then there's a little game going on tomorrow, the Super Bowl. Who do you like?
You know what? I really am not a big NFL guy.
No.
No, I really aren't. I watch a lot of college ball, but I like both teams. I think the Colts are better. I think, you know, if they play their A game and the Saints play their A game, I think the Colts will win. But that leaves me always pulling for the underdog, and I kind of like Drew Brees, so I'm going to be rooting for the Saints.
Yeah, like you said, Peyton Manning's hard to stop, though.
He is unbelievable.
All right, thank you so much for coming down here and joining us, Coach Rios. And I'm Natalie Grise. This has been your T Sports web exclusive. Keep checking back on WTOL.com/T Sports for the latest in local sports.